could have been, and we try to pretend.
Alright, so you've made the decision to go back to grad school so that you can become a nurse practitioner. So you're researching schools, so you find your dream school that you want to apply to. So you go through the application requirements and you stumble on a requirement that says that you have to write a personal statement. So I'm going to give you guys tips and advice on how to write a phenomenal personal statement so that you can get in your dream NP school. And also I'm going to read my own personal statement just so you guys can get like an idea of how to write one. Bear with me, you guys. My personal statement is about like 2 pages long. So here it goes. Not all superheroes wear capes. I know some that wear stethoscopes. This is what I thought of the nursing staff that saved the lives of my mother and baby brother through an emergency cesarean section on July 6, 2000. At this moment, I knew I wanted to become a nurse. I also come from a generation of nurses. My grandmother and several of my aunts are nurses. Healing and compassion for others runs through my veins. So with my first paragraph, I was trying to establish why I became a nurse, and I wanted to draw the admission committee in with the sentence where I said, not all superheroes wear capes. I know some that wear stethoscopes. Draw them into my personal statement, be like, I want to read more of this. So the next paragraph goes like this. My nursing journey started at the University of Tennessee at Knoxville. Go Vols. I was admitted to the program my freshman year instead of having to wait until the end of sophomore year to apply. I spent one summer during nursing school as a nurse tech who floated to different units, enhancing my nursing skills and exploring different nursing specialties such as trauma, medical surgical or med-surg, intensive care unit ICU, emergency room ER, and orthopedics. It was not until my senior year of clinicals that I found my true calling, mother-baby nursing. During my final semester of nursing school, I was able to complete my senior practicum on a mother-baby unit, and I knew that I was destined to be a mother-baby nurse. So with my second paragraph, I'm just talking about my nursing school journey and give them anything that was significant to me becoming a women's health nurse practitioner, and different accomplishments that I made in nursing school, just so they can get an idea of who I was academically and clinically when I was obtaining my BSN. So this next paragraph, I'm talking about my experience as a registered nurse. I was quickly employed on a mother-baby unit at a community hospital in Memphis, Tennessee after graduating nursing school. I have been a mother-baby nurse for 2 years, because remember when I wrote this was last year, so I only had about 2 years of experience as a registered nurse, but now I have 3 years of experience as a mother-baby nurse. So I've been a mother-baby nurse for 2 years and have loved every moment of it. There is no better feeling than caring for my moms and babies. I educate moms about breastfeeding, caring for their newborn in the hospital and at home, perform routine newborn screening, and being vigilant of any health concerns or changes in assessment of mothers and newborns. I will never forget the day that one of my babies coded and needed neonatal resuscitation due to sepsis and had to be airlifted to our local children's hospital. That was the worst day of my nursing career, but I saw the true definition of teamwork with mother, baby, and neonatal intensive care unit NICU nurses, and the neonatologists come together to save this baby's life. Since then, I've had several encounters with newborns who had congenital heart defects, and through detailed assessment, I was able to have them transferred out to higher levels of care. I'm grateful for my experiences that I've had, and they have molded me into the exceptional nurse that I am today. So with talking about my nursing career, I wanted to, point out specific moments that defined me as a nurse. And, also giving them my background as a nurse. So, with me being a mother-baby nurse, I get to see both sides of it, caring for the moms and the babies. With detailing my nursing experience, I'm trying to transition into the next paragraph where I list the reasons why I want to become a women's health nurse practitioner. I desire to become a women's health nurse practitioner in this prestigious graduate program. Earning my master's degree in nursing will provide me with opportunities to care for women and teach our future nurses. My most important goal is to provide healthcare services to teenagers and women in underserved areas to prevent increasing maternal death rates, especially in the African American community. So, as you guys know, if you don't know, that black women are dying at alarming rates during childbirth and even after they have their babies. The fact that women who look just like me are dying, during what's considered, the happiest time, one of the happiest times of your life, having a baby, that's very sad. And, things have got to change with healthcare in the United States. So next sentence. So Texas has the largest maternal death rate for African American women in the United States. So according to Simmons, so I was looking at different scholarly essays and articles about the high maternal death rates in African American women. According to Simmons, this is an article I have found, Texas has the largest number of uninsured people in the United States, and there have been substantial cuts to women's health care that offer family planning and other routine services to low-income women, including screening for diabetes, hypertension, and cervical cancer, which if left untreated could play a role in maternal death. With that paragraph, I'm describing why I want to become a women's health nurse practitioner. So, I want to become a women's health nurse practitioner, and of course I want to practice in the clinic setting, but I also wanted to obtain my master's so that I could be able to teach. So I talk about my other passion in my personal statement. So the paragraph starts as this. So teaching has always been a passion of mine. As a registered nurse, I have been able to connect with registered nurses and nursing students through social media and have provided advice and information about passing the NCLEX, tips to survive nursing school, my life as a registered nurse, and various other topics. I do recognize that the faculty shortage in nursing limits the amount of students that can be admitted into nursing school. I plan to work as a women's health nurse practitioner full-time, and I also aspire to work part-time as a nursing faculty member / clinical instructor at a local community college or university. Obtaining my graduate nursing degree is the next step in my professional nursing career. I believe that I possess the skills and knowledge of an ideal candidate to be admitted into the program to become a women's health nurse practitioner and nurse educator to change our women's health and nursing school education culture. So that's my personal statement. So when you're writing your personal statement, there are always some type of directions that the university wants you to follow. So with Vanderbilt, I'll use them as an example. So their writing prompt for the personal statement, they call it the statement of purpose. For Vanderbilt, it says, the statement of purpose should reflect your understanding of the role of the advanced practice nurse and your interest in a particular patient population. When I was writing my personal statement, I kept those things in mind because you want that you follow the instructions and the guidelines that the university gives you. So with your personal statement, you want to sit down and brainstorm and outline and think of things that you want to include in your personal statement. Your personal statement is probably one of the most important things in your application. With your personal statement, you are trying to wow the admission committee so that they have no choice but to accept you in their program. So you need to let them know why you want to become a nurse practitioner, why they should pick you for their program, and why you are an ideal candidate for their program. So when you're thinking of your paragraph, so of course you want to have an introduction paragraph, but that first sentence needs to be something spectacular, something that's going to pull them in. So it needs to be very creative and something that's going to get their attention. So with my body paragraphs, my first one was of course about my experience in nursing school. Second one was about my experience as a registered nurse Third one was about why I want to become a women's health nurse practitioner and what I plan to do when I become a women's health nurse practitioner. Now, I will say this. One thing I didn't include, which I should have included, was a conclusion paragraph. I did not include that. So with your personal statement, you want to stand out from all the other applicants. You want to basically create a story, create a vivid picture of who you are. And with my personal statement, I knew my personal statement had to be strong because my GRE scores were horrible. I did not have time to prepare for the GRE, so of course my scores were low. I had my 3 references. My GPA from my BSN program was good. So also in your personal statement, if you want to address different things in your application that they might consider to be like a negative mark towards you, you can address them in the personal statement. Like if I wanted to, I could address, you know, why my GRE scores are so low, but turn that negative into a positive. I decided not to go down that route. And definitely take time when you are writing these personal statements because they are very important. Like I said, I probably wrote my personal statement in about 1 to 2 days, but I was rushing. So do not be like me, because I was rushing because I had already missed the priority deadline for Vanderbilt, and I was just trying to get my application in as soon as possible. I think looking back on it, if I had better prepared, I would have used a writing service. So I attended the University of Tennessee in Knoxville with someone who has a writing service. Her name is Dominique, and I'll include like a link to her Instagram down below and also a screenshot of her page. But she offers writing services. In her writing service, she also can help when you're writing your personal statement for MP programs, but not just MP programs, for like medical school and anything else. I've seen some of her like customer testimonials where she has helped people with their personal statements for MP school, and they talk about how they were able to get into their MP program and how great of a job she did with their personal statements. So if I could go back in time when I was filling out these applications, I would definitely be better prepared, and I would definitely use a writing service just so I could have somebody to like check my grammar, give me more ideas, and make my personal statement just pop. So if you're a visual person and you need to see other examples of personal statements for MP school, you can always go into Google and just type in personal statements for MP school, and if you click the images, different personal statements will pop up, and you can definitely read what other people wrote just to get an idea of what a personal statement is. But definitely don't plagiarize anybody else's work. This needs to come from your heart. And there are also different websites that give like different tips and advice on how to write personal statements for MP school. I think I covered the basics of writing a personal statement for MP school. But if you guys have any other specific questions, leave me comments down below, email me, send me a message on Instagram at prettynurseashley, tweet me at prettynurseash. I'm always here for you guys, here to answer any questions you might have. I don't mind proofreading your personal statements. I don't mind like giving you ideas, like what you need to elaborate more about in your personal statement, anything like that. Use me as a resource, so I'm here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Oh, one last thing. I don't know if you do not follow me on Instagram. I'm telling you guys, I update more on Instagram and Twitter than YouTube, unfortunately. But on Instagram, what was it? Last week I got an email from my specialty director. So let me read you guys this email. So my specialty director, she was like, "Hi, Ashley from Memphis. So if you guys have watched my vlogs about when I went to Vanderbilt and I went to their open house day, or my most recent video about why I chose Vanderbilt, you know that when I was at the open house at Vanderbilt, When I met my specialty director, she already knew who I was, and that really stuck with me, you know, my specialty director already knowing who I was and who I am. I was like, okay, they already know me, I'm going here. But she said, "Hi Ashley from Memphis. I just watched your video on how you chose Vanderbilt for NP school and it made my day." And she wrote that several of the deans at my university have also watched it and had very similar reactions. "No, they are all looking forward to meeting you in person. You've made a wonderful impression. Looking forward to seeing you again in August." Y'all, I'm already nervous about starting NP school, but now I'm even more nervous. When I got that email, I was definitely smiling from ear to ear. You know, I didn't think anybody from Vanderbilt would find my YouTube channel. When I got that email, I was so shocked. I want to say it really made me blush. I was blushing, I was smiling from ear to ear. Like, I was so shocked that they were able to find my YouTube channel. But I'm so happy that they watched it and that they liked my video, because I have nothing but great things to say about Vanderbilt. I start school in about 2.5 weeks, you guys, so I'm so excited to start school, y'all. Y'all just don't understand. You guys stay tuned. So in about 2 weeks, I'll be in Nashville for a week, of course, because it's my birthday. I'm starting school, so we'll have orientation and first day of class, and I'll also be seeing Beyonce and Jay-Z on the run. That'll be an exciting week for me, so stay tuned. I'm definitely going to be vlogging about my experience and, you know, my first day in NP school and orientation, so I'm definitely excited about that. But anyways, let me stop rambling, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.